The Rebels Motorcycle Club has cemented its dominance in the tropical town of Cairns. Known for their tight control and strategic influence, the rebels have managed to hold their ground despite stringent laws and ongoing efforts by law enforcement to curb their activities. What is actually happening? Today, we will dive into the rebels' unyielding presence in Cairns, their historical roots, the challenges they've faced, and the impact of their reign on the local community. Recent reports indicate that the Rebels MC, Australia's largest motorcycle club, is dominating the streets of Cairns. This tropical town, the fifth most populous city in Queensland, is located on the northeast coast of Far North Queensland. With about 180 members in Queensland, the Rebels MC is a significant presence in the area. In contrast, the Odin's Warriors and Banditos have only a minor presence. Previously, other motorcycle clubs like the Vietnam Veterans and Hells Angels operated in the region. However, they have either left Cairns for Sydney or Melbourne or have joined the Rebels. The Odin's Warriors were once quite active, but their influence waned when authorities shut down 3 of their clubhouses, including their headquarters in Parramatta Park, along with locations on Almulla and Hartley Streets. This crackdown also saw several high-ranking members arrested. The Odin's Warriors MC, founded in 1971, was initially formed by military veterans who shared a love for motorcycles and partying with like-minded individuals. Today, however, their presence in Cairns is much diminished, leaving the Rebels MC as the dominant force in the region. The Odin's Warriors Motorcycle Club was founded with the primary purpose of promoting safe and socially responsible conduct among motorcycle enthusiasts. Despite this positive mission, the introduction of the vicious Lawless Association Disestablishment Act in 2013 had a significant impact on the club in Queensland. This legislation led to the disruption of several key events organised by the Odin's Warriors, such as the Pulga Creek Rock Concert, the Brisbane Street Custom Bike Show, and the Brisbane Tattoo Show. These events were important not only for the club members, but also for the community, as they raised substantial funds for various charitable causes. The anti-association laws also led to the closure of the Odin's Warriors clubhouses, making it difficult for members to gather and socialize. This, in turn, contributed to a decline in their membership. While the Odin's Warriors struggled under these new restrictions, the Rebels MC continued to thrive. Queensland has long been a stronghold for the Rebels, who operate 6 chapters across the state in locations like Cairns, Townsville, Charters Towers, Mount Isa, Rockhampton, and Mackay.in Cairns. The Rebels are particularly dominant. Their influence extends beyond just their visible presence on the streets. They are also alleged to be involved in various forms of organized crime, including drug trafficking, extortion, and other illegal activities. This combination of street dominance and involvement in criminal enterprises has allowed the Rebels to wield considerable influence in the broader Cairns community, far surpassing that of the Odin's Warriors and other rival motorcycle clubs. The Rebels MC's ability to maintain control over Cairns gives them a strategic advantage, allowing them to conduct their operations with minimal interference from rival biker clubs and law enforcement agencies. While the Rebels have about 180 members in Queensland, their numbers could be much higher if not for the vicious Lawless Association Disestablishment Act of 2013. These tough laws were later reinforced by amendments to serious and organized crime legislation in 2016, further hampering the growth of the club. Additionally, many bikie clubhouses were shut down due to the restricted premises legislation, leading to a noticeable absence of recognized biker clubhouses throughout Queensland. Law enforcement has also become more vigilant, proactively closing any newly emerging premises with the help of Task Force Maxima. These measures have led to a decline in the overall bikie club business since the introduction of these anti-biker laws, alongside the success of ongoing police operations disrupting their criminal networks. Before these laws were enacted, biker clubs played a significant role in the supply and manufacture of illicit drugs like LSD, ecstasy, methamphetamines, and cannabis. They were involved in all aspects of the drug trade, from production to distribution to extortion. For the rebels, their stronghold in Cairns means more than just dominance on the streets. It provides them with a strategic position to conduct their activities with reduced risk of interference, maintaining their influence and operations despite the heavy legal crackdown. This control over Cairns not only allows them to continue their illicit activities, but also reinforces their reputation and power within the broader community, making it difficult for other clubs or law enforcement to challenge their authority effectively. The combination of strategic advantage and ongoing criminal activities underlines the rebels' significant and resilient presence in the region. The rebels' MC stronghold in Cairns effectively prevents rival motorcycle clubs from freely operating in the area. Their tight control acts as a strong deterrent, making it nearly impossible for other clubs to establish a presence or conduct operations in Cairns. Experts describe the rebels, especially those based in Cairns, as embodying the old-school biker image. They maintain traditional Aussie biker culture through their appearance and core values, although they also embrace a more contemporary and lavish affiliation with the club. This sets them apart from the younger generation of bikers, known as the Nike Bikies. Nike Bikies are distinctly modern and fashion-forward. They prioritize their appearance, avoiding the traditional look of older bikers. They stay on top of fashion trends, never dressing in the old-school biker style. These younger bikers are also dedicated to fitness, often using steroids, and are known for their striking tattoos, gold chains, designer clothes, and trendy hairstyles. These younger bikers, known as Nike Bikies, not only love the nightclub scene, but also use their expensive club-themed clothing to proudly show their allegiance. Their unique mix of luxury style and club identity sets them apart from the more traditional old-school members. Despite tough laws and efforts to stop their activities, biker clubs continue to have a presence in Queensland. State law enforcement has tried various strategies to dismantle these groups, including strict anti-gang laws and court orders. However, the resilience and adaptability of these bikers allow them to persist, often operating underground and changing their tactics to avoid detection. The ongoing presence of the rebels in Queensland highlights the complexity of dealing with organized crime. It shows the need for continuous vigilance and innovative strategies to address this persistent issue. The rebels' MC features a Confederate flag with a skull wearing a cap and a 1% patch in the center. While the Australian government and law enforcement view the rebels as a criminal organization, the club insists they are simply motorcycle enthusiasts, not gangsters. During the 1970s and 1980s, the rebels' MC steadily grew and expanded, establishing chapters in various Australian states. They became known as one of the most prominent and well-organized outlaw motorcycle clubs in the country. Over the years, like many other outlaw clubs, the rebels have faced numerous allegations and legal challenges related to criminal activities, including drug trafficking, violence, and involvement in organized crime. They have also been involved in conflicts with rival motorcycle clubs, such as the Banditos, the Lone Wolves, and the Hells Angels. Despite these challenges, the rebels have maintained their presence and influence across Australia. The leadership of the rebels' MC has changed over time, with various national presidents at the helm. A significant change occurred when former national president Alex Bella faced legal issues and was stranded in Malta after a visit in 2014. Damien Vella then took over as national president. The rebels' constitution states that they are a non-profit organization promoting the riding of Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Members are only allowed to join the club once and are not permitted to join any other motorcycle club. In 2011, the rebels expanded internationally, by establishing their first chapters in New Zealand. Members of the rebels MC were seen wearing their patches throughout New Zealand's North Island, showing they had established a presence despite resistance from local law enforcement. This expansion led to conflicts with existing motorcycle clubs, like the Tribesmen, with reports suggesting the rebels aimed to take over the Tribesman gang. The threat of the rebels settling in New Zealand prompted police action. In 2011, police asked the Wanganui District Council to ban the wearing of rebels' patches, highlighting their concern about the gang's expansion. Although the rebels MC claims to be a group of motorcycle enthusiasts and not gangsters, the Australian government and law enforcement consider the club a criminal organisation. Over the years, the rebels have faced significant scrutiny and legal pressure due to their alleged involvement in various illegal activities. The story of the rebels MC is a complex blend of camaraderie, rebellion, and controversy. From their roots in Brisbane to their expansion into New Zealand, the rebels have consistently made headlines and faced challenges. While they claim to be motorcycle enthusiasts, law enforcement views them through a much different lens. What are your thoughts on the impact of motorcycle clubs, like the rebels, on local communities? Do you think the measures taken by law enforcement are effective? Share your opinions in the comments below.